All right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Now that everyone can hear me, please be seated. How about that? Moving on. Pat and Kim, it's my true pleasure to share today's very special occasion with you and everyone gathered here. To kick off this shindig, that's a funny word. I'm extremely nervous, and mistakes happen because it's going to be due to the bad lighting, something in my eye, or the phase of the moon is really messing up my chakra. So, I will be reading a lot from a script. So don't any of you judge me. Too late. Especially Daniel Day-Lewis would have a field day with this script, people. Okay?
Sure, we still will.
That's fair. I have to be honest, I have never attended a vow renewal. Nope. And while I was blessed...
Oh, okay. 10 years, girls. Thank you.
They can't see Leo. They can't see.
Well, what's great is I can lean back against this now. Anyways, I was blessed to be acknowledged and to be willing to be an officiant. I then thought, what the heck does it mean to be an officiant? Am I even saying that right? I don't think
No, you are.
At first, I was worried that I would have to get certified as a new online minister of the First Order of the Galactic Cosmos, or something like that. Luckily, it turns out no requirements for this. I saved $35. But it also makes a lot more sense that Pat and Kim were like, "Hey, Brendan should probably, be the officiant for this because at worst it's $35."
It's true.
But the Google gods confirmed there really aren't many scripts on vow renewals. Of course, I was always looking for the funny or best versions of such a vow renewal. It turns out that everyone's focus was always on the actual wedding. Crazy, right? What we did find is what you'll see unfold today. But I do have to say, I think that's what makes something like this fun, is there aren't any rules. And I'm now going to take the opportunity to break from the non-existent mold that is, vow renewals and quote something we all hold dear. Movie cinema. The following is a reading from the Gospel of the Princess Bride, Act 2, Scene 17. Marriage! Marriage is what brings us together today. Marriage! That blessed arrangement. That dream within a dream. And love, true love, will follow you forever. So treasure your love. And if you recall, this is the point where Prince Humperdinck interrupts and demands marriage and ruins clearly the best speech of all time. Pat and Kim had no interruptions in their marriage ceremony, but I just wanted to finally be given the opportunity to quote those lines of dialogue, so it worked out for all of us involved. So that's why this happened. I'm glad you all enjoyed it. Now, I've been thinking long and hard how to talk about Pat and Kim, and it's been a struggle as to how to break them down, their marriage, their children, and everything outside of that, because I freaking love them, that I need to take a step back. And since it's so complicated, I'm going to bring it down on what I find most entertaining about them and leave the more honest and heartfelt moments for them to share in their lives. So, I'm sure you all know, and I'm sure as they see it, I spend way too much time at their house. But it's been an extremely important part of my growth. Just being a man, it's been wonderful. I've seen everything from sheer dread to absolute joy. Dread when Pat decided to fell a tree on my car in the front yard. That was not something I endorsed. Joy when Pat first had me, feed Grace for the first time, even though I was petrified about dealing with babies. So, I mean, like, it all works out, I guess. It evens out in the end.
He wanted you to show him how to do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fair. It's fair.
That's legitimately fair. Anyways, I thank my lucky stars that they include me in their lives as well as their children's. I can honestly say that I would have never imagined that I used to sit in the back of Kim's candy apple red Dodge Stratus and find myself a non-participant in a fight I literally had no stakes in, and then I'd eventually say, "I'm in the back seat," and they would honestly every time laugh that they forgot that I was there, which is so different topic, but they would always come to some sort of like conclusion, and it would always be a compromise, and it was lovely to see. Now, fast forward to today, I get to weigh in on many matters in their beautiful house with a pool, and I get to see my niece kill it on the dance floor. That's huge race. And my nephew swim like a fish, but he's mostly interested in taking you underwater in places that none of us want to talk about. Yeah, that's you, Leah. Good job, kick it. Anyways, speaking of nieces and nephews, I do want to pause and say that this is a renewal. We shouldn't ignore the fact that life has changed. This is very different than when they got me. We've got two wonderful youngsters that I get to enjoy day in and day out, and that's what stems from your marriage. What I love is they both have traits from each of you. Recklessness in one, serious thought in the other. Both bring different types of joy, pain, and wonderment. That is not something that I imagined when I met you both. And especially when it involves my crotchal region, it's definitely not what I anticipated. Anyways, yeah, right. Now I want to take this moment and recognize Pat and Kim are not magical beasts. They don't exist in a vacuum. It's a given with our group of friends, but I want to acknowledge it because it's important that they open their home to us and treat us like we belong day in and day out, every time at all the holidays. Everyone says it takes a village, but I think they take it to a level that's beyond that with the events and people they gather together. I think it's important to recognize that this is part of Kim and Pat's identity. that they've always embraced this role and that embodies who they are as part of our family. Obviously, owning the pool that's open to friends and family is a huge perk, but they've not made it a thing, which is what makes them them at this point. Also, to be honest, it had the least amount of urine in comparison to the local community pool, so it made it a much better attraction.
Questionable.
When I say the least amount of urine, I know it's not accurate. I'm looking at you, Ava, Ryan, Grace, Liam, Luke, Abby, and obviously Pat. Sorry, I've gotten distracted. What I'm trying to say is that us being a part of the lives that Pat and Kim enjoy and care about is a cornerstone of their marriage. They've never wavered on being there for me, and I'm sure they've always been there for you. Now, I say, on with the show. I wrote it down then. We'll now glide into the vow renewal section of the ceremony. We didn't really talk about it. No, I'm gonna say this part because many people believe that entering into marriage is the final step in a romantic relationship. As they see it, a couple meets, gets to know each other, falls in love, decides they want to go through life together, and then takes the final step in marriage. But marriage is not meant to be the final step in a couple's relationship. It is really just the beginning of a grand adventure that hopefully will be long and fruitful for each couple. Kim and Pat, I've been informed that you have prepared your own vows and would like to share them at this time.
We would.
Let it be known that all you stand witness to a sacred promise that these two are making with one another. Kim, please proceed.
Like, okay? Can I have my microphone? So, can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
totally.
The wind's not as bad today.
I know, but this is like sentimental, so I feel like I need that.
It's on the pole.
You're fine.
I'm on the pole.
It's not a real microphone.
It's my karaoke microphone, but
That's
got it from
appropriate.
Roger.
That's appropriate.
Make sure you text her this.
Oh, yeah, you're
Doesn't that sound better?
You got it.
Does that sound better?
Oh yeah.
Casey likes it.
Yeah, that's great.
Okay.
gotta turn it up.
All right. Well, this is as loud as it goes.
Yeah, it's a Bluetooth.
Okay. Okay. Should I just talk normal?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Pat, you are my. Oh my God! I don't want to cry. See, this is it. Just listen to the music and empathy speaks. Okay. Pat, you are my best friend, my pool boy. When we first met. My boy. Yes. When we first met, you were a wild child, searching for solace with your brother in loud Irish pubs and living your life without a 401k, which I'm sure Denny would not be okay with. I was initially attracted to your sense of adventure and playful way of approaching the mundane, everyday tasks that the rest of the world seemed to churn through. It was like...
She cries,
No,
I'm gonna
you guys,
cry.
there's 2 pages. This is the first paragraph. Okay. Okay, so it was like you had found the secret to making life fun. So I felt like I'd found the one last boy in the world who knew exactly how we should all be living our lives. So you were a boy with a frisky, fun-loving soul. You were very frisky. So yeah, I think to the point where no one liked us for a while. So I said yes. Yes to a life with you. Yes to a life with your mom and your brother. And yes to becoming a true blue Tierney. So as the years went by, you changed, and that fun-loving boy willingly chose to get a 401k and mow the lawn and change the air filters and empty the dishwasher. You became am a dad who cared more about time spent with your children than time spent in an Irish pub. And our adventures turned into Liam's countless trips to the hospital and Gracie's science fairs. So right before my eyes, the playful, fun-loving boy who I initially fell in love with became a man, and not just any man, but the man of my dreams with a soul as old as the hills. So I love the man you are today, even more than the boy you were 10 years ago. So here are my vows to you 10 years later, which is in front of all of you guys, which is a lot of pressure. I know it's a small group, but like you're hearing them, so you're gonna hold me to them, which is terrible.
To her guys. Yeah, you guys are recording this, right?
I know. So yeah. So my vows. I promise to always support you, whether it's a decision about your career or just disciplining the kids. Just know I have your back. I promise to never, ever, ever, ever buy a sectional couch without your consent. Because that was just a disaster.
No more car.
I love that that's commandment number 2.
It's number 2. I promise to continue to love your family as my own, to be Clint and Jenny's supportive sister and your mom's loving daughter. I promise to put you and our marriage first, above my career, above our kids, above all other things in life that constantly seek to distract me from our relationship. I promise to put God at the center of our marriage, to continually strive to be a better, more Christ-filled wife. I promise to stay by your side and to always take care of you in sickness and in health, no matter what the future has. And I wrote a funny one after that because I didn't want to cry. I promise to not eat duo Cheez-Its in bed all the time, just some of the time.
I love it.
Funny, that means so much.
I know. Just sometimes. Yeah.
Just some of the times.
I know. And my last one, I know, I love them. My last one is I promise to always be in love with you until death do us part, which sounds like a really long time.
That was amazing.
Thank you.
No,
No, you have to do yours.
Apparently there are no rules.
Top that, Dad.
Literally, I talked about that earlier. So,
All right, your turn.
now, yeah.
What does the word say?
Well, it says, "Pat, you can now read your vows."
Okay.
Nailed it.
So I found a notebook in the house that Liam has been practicing his letters on. So this is my vows. Okay. Well, before I start, can we give it up for the officiant real quick? My boy just getting after it.
I'm above average. You have to look at him.
I know.
He's an officiant.
Yeah. It's gonna be a soul game.
The efficient.
Okay. So when I started writing these vows, I knew I wanted to start with a great marriage quote. So I settled on this. This is from my boy Albert Einstein. Okay. He said that women marry men hoping they will change. Men marry women hoping they will not. So inevitably, each is disappointed. Luckily,
Wait a minute.
luckily, I'd say we've both changed each other in a very positive way.
Okay.
Not an animal here. So that's why we're here though today together. I am not the same man you married 10 years ago. Thank God. I was a carefree 28-year-old getting drunk with my brother at Irish pubs, but I had won the lottery. And we recited vows like, I promise to love you forever, and good times and bad, and sickness and in health, blah, 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 that. But,
Pause for effect.
there is no way that kid back then, 10 years ago, could truly understand or comprehended what that actually meant. But 10 years later, I feel like I have a much better grip on it. What I think it means is that I have to overcook the chicken to fully eliminate any chance of food poisoning. It has to be overcooked. It means that I have to dispose of each one of your drinks that has just this much left in it. And I have to like either drink it or toss it. And it means that we have to show up for everything 15 minutes early. Everything. But honestly, what I think what it is now is to be fully known, right? So we know each other now, inside and out, through new jobs, through crazy kids, through learning how to be an adult and all the things that come at us in this hectic life. Through all that, I feel incredibly blessed.
Stand there and watch your parents.
Not just the amazing things, which there are many, but also your flaws. There's a few. But I feel incredibly blessed in this world that someone, you, knows all of my good attributes and the not so good ones as well. And best yet, you knew all this stuff about me, and you still want to do a 10-year re-up. So I believe we fully know and love each other down to our very cores. I mean, it's crazy how we can finish each other's sandwiches. Hashtag frozen. That's for you, Ava.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it's because we know each other inside and out that we're able to help the other become better versions of ourselves. We work together, and now you have a master's degree. You have an assistant principal position at an awesome school.
Yes!
And thanks to you, I can proudly say that I change my underwear every day now.
I am not going to choose that.
No more turning them inside out.
So, in all seriousness, I cannot imagine doing this life without you. I thank God every day that He put you in my life, and I feel forever blessed to call you my wife. Now let's get some vows up in you. Okay.
That is not appropriate. That is not on the script, guys. I do have to say that.
I vow to make you happy, to give you joy, and to cherish you for all the days that I am on this earth. I vow to be your navigator, your sympathizer, your sidekick, your best friend, and your husband. I vow to always take out the trash through pouring rain and freezing cold. I vow to always unclog the shower drain, even though we both know that that's your hair that's down there. I vow to always protect you from harm, to stand with you against all of your troubles, and to look for you when I need protection. I vow to be true, loyal, and faithful to you, and only you. I vow to grow old and crusty with you, and shake our collective fists at teenagers, and to talk endlessly about all the old days used to be so much better and cheaper and generally more awesome. And lastly, I vow to love you forever.
That was acceptable. Now we're going to do a little Bible time from the Corinthians.
What did Mom say? Is Mom done?
Are you? Did you vote out of the ceremony? Is that even an option? Okay. So this is a Bible reading from the Corinthians. I do not know the actual chapter and verse. I did all my research with the Princess Bride. So, love endures and is kind. Love is not envious or jealous. Love wants not for itself. Love is not puffed up, nor does it behave wrongly. Love seeks not for its own. Love is not easily provoked. Love is not rude. Love thinks no evil. going to be a problem.
Don't put it on.
Love does not rejoice in wrong, but dwells in the truth. Love bears all things, believes all things, endures all things, and love never fails. Now we're moving into, obviously beyond the quote there. On your wedding day, you exchange rings as a symbol of the never-ending circle of love. Rings serve as a reminder of your wedding vows to each other and your commitment to live in unity, love, and happiness. At this time, it is appropriate to reconfirm the meaning of the rings you wear. Please join your left hands together so that Pat's hands on top. You got this? Pat, please repeat after me. Kim, I wear this ring you placed on my hand. Sorry, Kim, I wear this ring.
Kim, I wear this ring
You placed on my hand
you placed on my hand
as a symbol of my love
as a symbol of my love
and commitment to you.
and commitment to you.
Now what can we do?
Kim's hand. Please repeat after me. Pat, I wear this ring
Pat, I wear this ring
you placed on my hand
you placed on my hand
as a symbol of my love
as a symbol of my love
and commitment to you.
and commitment to you.
Kim and Pat, today you have renewed the promises. You don't have to do it. You have renewed the promises and vows you made to each other on your wedding day. You have symbolized the renewal of the marriage union by the joining of the hands, the taking of the vows, and by the wearing of your wedding rings. It is with pleasure that I conclude the ceremony of renewing the vows of the marriage that joined you and binds you as husband and wife. Please celebrate this renewal of vows with a kiss, and it's going to be gross. See, it's still right? And
You guys get lost for a little bit?
and now we'll end this thing by adding a little Irish blessing. May the road rise to meet you. Sorry, the wind is not on my face. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face. The rains fall soft upon your fields. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand. Slante! Reintroducing
Patrick.
Pat and Kim.
Patrick!
10 years, y'all.
Yeah. All right, guys.
Do your thing!
We're done.
Who wants to dance for those?
Do you guys want to do like this thing where we do this? And then everyone does one of these, and then people go through. Let's do that.
Come on, guys.
Come on, come on, Mike, go. Come on.
Give us some
All
space.
right.
Do
No,
that
you gotta
thing.
be part of it.
Do that thing. Yeah, y'all.
Yeah. Come on. No, you guys are supposed to be making it.
my
Making it.
dancer.
Come on. All right, go ahead. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, girl.
All right, Rose got it.
Good job, Brandon. Come on, boy.
Good job, Red.
Yeah?